Good morning. You've just heard two stories from two Utahns who've been hurt by the costs and impediments of our uncaring and complicated healthcare system. And I know there are thousands more like those stories all over our state. We at Common Sense Healthcare for Utah believe that every patient's story is important. All of these stories share a common theme. Healthcare in Utah is simply too expensive and too complicated. And the cost and the patient aggravation is growing and growing. In August 2020, the Utah Foundation noted that during the decade from 2008 to 2018, health insurance premiums in Utah rose 40%, and deductibles for health insurance rose 74%. Making Utahns' out-of-pocket expenses for healthcare the 8th highest in the United States. Because of these rapidly rising costs, the Utah Foundation estimated that 429,000 Utahns were unable to get the healthcare they needed in 2018 because they could not afford it. Concerned about these rising costs, a group of Utah doctors, activists, and business leaders convened in late 2021 and created a nonprofit organization, Common Sense Healthcare for Utah. We are dedicated to reforming the way healthcare business is done in our state. Many of us are here today. One of our first acts was to commission a study of Utah healthcare expenditures through the Matheson Center for Healthcare Studies at the University of Utah. We found that $28 billion will be annually spent on healthcare in Utah, and most of that money comes from our taxes. As American citizens, we pay the world's highest taxes for healthcare. And then on top of that, every Utahn spends an average of $2,800 more per year out of pocket, if they can afford it. Those who can't afford it go without the care they need. Our study found that Utah has the second fastest growth rate for health expenditures in the nation, a rate that will double healthcare costs every decade. We just can't afford to continue down that path. It is time for the people of Utah to change how healthcare business is done in the Beehive State. We need a better, simpler healthcare system that includes every Utahn, no exceptions. People in Utah feel that healthcare is expensive, or in some cases, just flat out unaffordable. They also recognize that healthcare is not like other consumer goods. It is something that everyone needs and should have. In our preliminary surveys, by a margin of 97% to 3%, Utahns believe that healthcare should be affordable for every family. And by a margin of 87% to 13%, Utahns believe that we in Utah can make healthcare affordable for every family. We all know that by doing so, we would be helping both ourselves and our neighbors. And we Utahns care about each other. By a large margin, Utahns would vote for an affordable health plan if it were on the ballot. Part of the genius of the U.S. Constitution is that it reserves as many powers as possible for the states, making them the laboratories of democracy. It is entirely within our state's power to pioneer healthcare reform, and it is appropriate that we, the people of Utah, lead that pioneering effort. Which is why, during the coming week, Common Sense Healthcare for Utah will visit 9 cities across our state to meet with the people and gather their stories, just like the two you've heard this morning. We are undertaking this listening tour in order to learn more details about the healthcare concerns from the citizens of Utah. What parts of healthcare are seen as too expensive? Where do Utahns see the high prices, waste, and excessive complexity? Which approaches to solving the problems of excessive costs, financial barriers, and access gaps are most popular? We invite everyone. Bring your ideas. Tell us your stories. Be part of the process. Let us fix this. Health system reform, if it is to be effective, should reflect what the patients need, not what is wanted by health insurers and pharmaceutical companies. We aim to incorporate the best ideas of all Utahns into a single policy that will cover every Utahn, protect the freedom to choose your own doctor, and lower costs for everyone. Then we'll bring that proposal before the voters in the form of a ballot initiative, one that is truly a law of the people enacted for our patients. We invite everyone to join us. Tell us your stories, donate your time, and go to our website and make a $1 donation. Get involved, and let's bring common sense back to how we do healthcare in Utah. Thank you.